there is this part of me that wants to push myself to be doing something different than what is my current experience, that wants to escape the current experience, that would rather be doing something or rather be feeling something different than what is. And we can all experience that in different ways. It's almost like, at least, during this time when I have this, is I'm both aware of the fact that this is something that is beyond my capability of removing at this point. You see, like, there's no way to move it out of my experience. So I have a choice. Well, I have several choices, but really it boils down, at least for me, is I can be with it, be with the experience that I'm having, or I can fight against it and do everything I can to navigate around it. And so this morning, what I'm noticing is that I woke up this morning and I woke up, my little one, Miss Eiley, woke me up. She was stirring early this morning, and I came out, and she wanted to watch some little video that she loves singing in the morning. And so we did that. We got her Baba and snuggle up, and I was still half awake, and I wanted to watch the news, and I was watching the news, and it was very devastating this morning. I'm going to be honest, like, just very, very, very hard. News is not always good. I don't expect that it's always going to be good, but for whatever reason, I think partially because I'm feeling very acutely the last couple of days, due to hormones, due to other things, and feeling very raw and open. Watching the news this morning was very hard. There two different stories about um, about life not being valued. I'm going to put it that way, and how one life, like, that it's showing up, that some people's lives are seen as more valuable than other people's lives. And that's just a real nice, sweet, middle class, Midwestern way of saying that um, there is serious aggression against African males in this country. And it is no longer just kind of, okay, like, it's been perpetuated in myth, and it's been perpetuated in our culture, through television, through story, through just a constant barrage of how information is presented. And this morning, there were two different situations where, in different parts of the country, one right here in Minnesota, where someone was killed. Total disregard for life, total disregard or valuing of life. And the story really doesn't matter going up to it or after it. This is what happened. I'm saying that from my experience and what I witnessed, and secondhand, because I wasn't there, but in the video. And then another one where there was a man who was calling a woman out on not following the law. And because he was Black, she decided that the best way to get him to shut up and leave her alone was to call the police and make a claim that he was threatening her. You might wonder, why am I even talking about this? Because what does this have to do with breathing, and what does this have to do with the work that we're doing, and what? And one of the things that comes up is really, when we are breathing for all of humanity, who is it we're imagining? Who are the faces and the souls and the beings and the cultures that we are seeing? And understand that our lens is powerful. Our gaze is powerful. I remember I took this women's studies class in college, and we talked about the male gaze. We talked about this way in which women are seen, and the way in it, the gaze being the lens, the the visualization. And the truth is that as a culture, that has been perpetuated as the way to see even ourselves. And what happens when we pause and we go, is this true? Is that it's like taking down the glasses and looking with our own eyes, with who we really are, and really seeing the world as it is, seeing each other, seeing our value, our inherent value and worth as human beings, women, children, black, white, all the colors, all of the many, many, many colors that we are, all of the many cultures, all of the many subcultures that we are. And that when we breathe and we're doing this work, are we, it that it's so much easier to imagine souls. But there is a part of us, I think, feel that we are being invited to see and experience in this third dimension, which is in our skin suits, to see and feel beyond the story of us, that we see and soften our gaze, that we soften our gaze on ourselves, that we soften our gaze on each other. And I'm softening my gaze on myself today. And on the world around me. I'm just very sad today. And, and I posted, I went to a daily connection um, through Unity this morning, and I realized sometimes how small our world and our pains are. And it's not to negate our pains or our experiences, to think that we have to diminish ourselves to bring to the attention of others. But to be honest, what I'm realizing is that part of my ability to be so self focused, to be able to do my work, to be able to do this is because, in large part, because I have the capacity to do it because of privilege, societal privilege. And I can either feel guilty and shamed about that, feel less than, or I can choose to use it. I can choose to open and to be of service, to be willing to stop being so concerned in this moment of my own world, my own pains, my own agony, and to extend myself outward. And I'm not pushing that, just so you know, on everyone. This isn't a guilt trip. I used to do those really well because that was a huge motivator for me. But guilt really doesn't build lasting change. Guilt builds resentment and reinforces the idea of shame and less than. It's waking up that part of ourselves that knows that we are greater than this moment, knows that we are all, if we are capable, we should and we can. And I think we invite in the willingness to breathe and to be and to continually ask for clarity on how to be of service. And sometimes it's not easy what is asked of us. And I don't know what the right thing to do is all the time. I don't even know what I'm saying right at the moment, but I'm feeling very present and raw and already tender for many things, for many reasons. And I know that when we breathe together, when we meditate together, when we connect in together, we are doing service. And as I was reading, Aurora, you said, I have one friend who really needs some help and I don't know how to help him anymore. I really wish him the help and support that he truly needs. And we breathe in spaciousness for him to receive, to be able to be willing to receive, to open to it. And that all the help, we can have it all laid out in front of us and we have to choose to pick it up. We have to choose to pick up our power. As women, we have to choose to welcome it, to take responsibility for it, to step into it, to share it. We have to allow the creative force to move in and through us and to not hold it in fear that there will not be enough. We have to be able to open this, open ourselves to be this love. And in this loving vessel, we feel more acutely. We feel not pity, not even fear of death in many ways. But it is a realization that we are all one. And as I treat myself, I am treating you. And as I treat you, I am treating myself. There is opening. There is more capacity in that. And it allows me to experience greater love, and it allows all of us to experience greater love. It allows me to tap in and viscerally experience my power. And it allows you to viscerally experience your power. Love is greater than our emotions. Knowing is greater than our emotions. And I am filled to the brim with love, and I am feeling all of this acutely. Does that make sense? I am filled to the brim, and I am feeling all of these things, and none of these things that I am feeling diminish the love that is moving in and through me, the power that is moving in and through me, the clarity that is moving in and through me. It clouds my mind, but it does not cloud the truth of me. Does that make sense? For those of you who are joining, today has been a very emotional day for me. And I'm still okay. I'm just sad. I'm just sad. And I'm grateful that we breathe. And I think it's so easy to not be okay with the sadness. But the sadness, something I read or saw, I don't know where I saw it. It was in the last 24 hours. I heard that there are two things that are true. I was watching this movie, I think it's called The Kindness Project. It's this guy who I can't remember his name, but it's a show on YouTube, and I decided to watch it. And it's this guy, he's from California, he's British, I think, or Scottish, and he travels. Right now he's traveling from Alaska all the way down to Argentina, and the whole piece is he does it on the kindness of strangers. And there's a certain thing I had to kind of laugh. I'm like, can you imagine if this were an African American man or a woman doing this journey? And nowhere in this journey is he acknowledging his privilege, but I am witnessing it. I'm even witnessing the privilege of having a British accent, when you are not speaking the language, and how people will respond and open. That being said, there's much kindness and there's so much. And there was one person who said, he was Native American, um, or Canadian, Native Canadian. First People is what this is how they speak of the Native peoples in Canada, the First People. He said that there's always truth in, oh no, he said that we always have our laughter. They cannot take away our laughter. And then this missionary couple in Panama that he ran across said everywhere they've been, they've always found that a tear or tears and smiles are how we truly and deeply communicate with one another. It's how we as human beings, the truth of us rises up and we know each other. And I thought there's something really, really beautiful in that. And how, and thank you. My honesty is, can't help it. I try, sometimes I used to try to just be all together and have it all nice and neat and tidy. And it just doesn't work for me. Anyway, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but I can't quite get it together today. So I think the best thing to do when we do that is just to breathe. And and I think we breathe together. Let's just breathe in light and love and appreciation into this body, into this vessel. Feeling our body, every cell open to receive this love and appreciation. And as we breathe, we relax. Breathing in and behind our thoughts and our emotions. Finding that still, quiet place where we come to the truth of ourselves. That center place where we're home. And we're open and we are experiencing it all in this now moment. But we are experiencing it from here, not from being run through a story, not from being triggered emotionally, but from this place within that vibrates in truth and clarity and knowing and honesty. And we breathe. And as we breathe, we feel every cell of our body opening to receive light and love and the energy of appreciation. And we grow and expand with every breath. Every cell opening and awakening and vibrating in its divine purpose and function. Every cell knowing its function. Heart cells are beating in rhythm with each other, pumping the blood through the body in the rhythm that they know to keep. Our muscles holding our body in a position that allows us to be relaxed and upright. They know exactly how much energy to exert to allow us to remain relaxed and at ease and yet upright, holding us all together. Our lung cells are breathing, following the rhythm of the diaphragm that raises and lowers, everything working in harmony. Our stomach and our intestines digesting, all working together. And our mind keeping all of this going like a fine orchestra. Every part of us playing its part, keeping the harmony, the rhythm. And we are awash in appreciation for this vessel, for this body that gives us home, gives us place, so that we can think and be and expand and experience all that is here for us to experience. And from here, we bring our attention outward to our energetic field which surrounds this body, this vessel. that moves in rhythm and harmony. This energy field, which is our first connection with the world around us. We feel the vibrations of other beings, other life, before we are touched, before our senses awaken. It is a ripple in the field of energy that is a part of us. We are more awake and attuned to this vibration. And how open and porous we are to life around us, to feeling it, to allow it, this vibration of life, of nature to move in and through us. As easily as we breathe oxygen, we allow this energy and vibration to move in and through us, that we may move in harmony and alignment, knowing that we are a part of this nature, knowing that we are alive and living, and this force of life is always informing our now moment. And we breathe, feeling the resonance of our light, our life, our vessel, shining brightly in resonance with all that is good, all that is God, that we attract that which is good, that which is God, that which is holy, as it moves in and through us. We bring our attention to the Mother, our beautiful earth, who gives us home. We are connected with her through an umbilical cord that runs from the core of her being to beneath our feet, connecting to our energetic field, allowing the love and nourishment and connection to the Mother to rise up in our consciousness, rise up in our vessel, thick and warm, moving in and between every cell, in and between every molecule, warming us, expanding us, giving us a sense of place as we breathe and feel the gentle tug of gravity, pulling us gently to her. In this, we know we are home and we belong. We are here and we feel this love wash over and through us as it rises up to fill our entire vessel. She is always with us and we are with her. And we breathe. And from here, we bring our attention above our heads, about an arm's length, to our connection to the quantum field, our opening to the infinite, our connection to the Christ consciousness, the light and love and force of divine love that is creative, that breathed us into form, moves in and through our vessel easily. It pours into us and we receive this crystalline white light, refreshing, renewing, enlivening. It is like peppermint as it opens us wide, allowing us to breathe even more deeply, expanding our cells, expanding our vessel, increasing our capacity to receive and to surrender. Every breath we are fulfilled in the knowing that there is plenty, that we are lacking nothing. And we breathe this truth into the consciousness of humanity, that every being knows the abundance that is available to them, that they are willing to breathe, and that we breathe with them. We breathe that they may find the rhythm in their breath, that they may find the truth in their value of life. Our brothers, our sisters, everywhere. And we open to the value of life, of our vessel, of all vessels. And our capacity continues to grow as we breathe with all. And our fear and our doubt and our worry are released as we exhale and give over to the abundance of love. Surrender to the rhythm of the breath that breathes us. We open that others may find their way to open. And we feel this light wash over and through us, enlivening ourselves, that we resonate, every part of our being resonant in this divine love, that it may be felt and seen and experienced by all. And we breathe. Every breath is our connection between our inner and outer worlds. It is our connection between ourselves and the world around us. It is where we experience oneness. It is where we experience truth, and it moves in and through us. And we vibrate in this truth, every breath awakening our vessel to the vibration of oneness, of wholeness. And we experience our holiness. And we breathe this experience that all may awaken to their holiness, that we see and experience all of life as holy and sacred. And as we exhale, we release all of our stories that have held the idea that this cannot be. And we welcome the creative force of love that allows us to find new ways, opening to new that is beyond our understanding. We open. and our vessel expanded, expanding every cell till it is the size of a world next to worlds next to worlds, increasing in the capacity for love to move in and through us. There is no end to the love that flows in and through us. And we breathe. We breathe and we experience the expanded awareness of God, this consciousness that is divine, that is without end, without limit. It is only our mind that is finite. And we surrender to that which we cannot know or understand. And we open and we breathe. We breathe in and out of every cell. And as we breathe, we experience what it is to be breathed, to feel the gentle pull into oneness, and to be released back into even greater oneness. Every breath expanding us, moving us into this rhythm. And as we breathe, our breath is carrying this rhythm for all of humanity, awakening within every being this gentle rhythm, bringing us home, bringing us to wholeness. This is our oneness, and it is how we bring ourselves into the truth, the strength, the power, the capacity of who and what we are. So much greater than the name that we have been given. So much greater than this now experience of us. You could multiply it by 1,000,000, and there would still be even greater capacity for what it is that we can do. And we breathe. And we release ourselves to being shaped by the power that is awakening in our vessel. Our power to choose, our power to channel our energy, to be open, to receive the love, the inspiration, and the willingness to use it. Our trust, our vibration of truth runs deep within our vessel. We feel this rise up in our experience that is beyond our mind, beyond our emotions. And we feel this, that we may know the way before we even know and understand the way. And we breathe, feeling the divine love of creation move in and through every cell of our being, awakening like a key in a lock that we have been waiting to know and understand. This is our function. We are creative, and we are vibrating in the truth and our willingness to be in harmony in all that we create, all that we put forth, all that we desire, and all that we know. We are willing and open, and we are love and harmony. And we feel this alive and true in our vessel. And it is in this now experience that we are open to our wholeness. And we breathe into this now moment of wholeness, experiencing it fully, allowing it to wash in and through every part of our awareness. As we breathe light, every breath we receive all that we need and more. And we emit all that is needed and more. We resonate, we shine, we vibrate in wholeness. And this is the vibration that awakens the truth and the function in all of humanity. And we breathe. We breathe. We open our vessel. We are open to receive and vibrate in the wholeness of our nature and of all of nature, of our life and all of life. The desire to grow, to expand, to live, to be in our function, as all creatures are in their function. It is in this that harmony has room to grow and expand in the consciousness. Life is not to be mastered. It is to be in the harmony of life, knowing our nature, choosing what brings joy, choosing what gives life. These are joyful acts. These are resonant with abundance. And this is how we know truth. We breathe and we allow the light and the love and the power and the vibration of truth to rise in our vessel. And we breathe and we expand, allowing our attention to grow and move in all directions. In this now moment, we are present to all. We have access to all things, all places. And we breathe. Light emitting from us moves easily in all directions, moving the shadows as more light grows. The shadows, the darkness, the density diminishes and breaks apart. Breathe and feel this move in and through your being. Feeling this light move in and through and with all of human consciousness. Allow yourself to breathe light in all directions in the past, perhaps this lifetime, perhaps others, in the story of humanity. Let us breathe light in this now moment. Let us breathe wholeness with the consciousness of humanity. Every breath we acclimate to abundance. Fulfillment in our experience is fulfillment for the all. We experience surrender, a giving over of the story, a giving over of the ideals, a giving over of the history, an opening and surrendering to the light of spirit. And as we breathe, we experience our wholeness. From this place, we know who we are, breathers of light, willing, capable, enlightened, and allowing ourselves to be in the vibration of divine service. We breathe and know that I am that I am, I am that I am, I am, I am. I am. We come to visit with all of you in joy, in light. We speak with all of you as light vessels, for that is what you have chosen. You have said yes to this, and in doing so, you open yourselves beyond your construct of your humanity and into the opening of your divinity. Humanity, as it has been understood, dear ones, is one of limitation, of struggle, of emotion and mental platitudes that keep you believing, and your beliefs keep you running in circles. As you open to this light, as you expand into your divine nature, as you experience more of your soul and less of your physical being, in this now moment, you come to understand what it is to be holy, to be whole and complete and resonant with the energy and vibration of God. God, not as many have imagined God to be, but in the vibration of creation, of that which is ever present in all things. What you would consider good, yes, and what you would consider bad, yes, indeed, there too. There is no thing that is created that is not from this source. You, dear ones, are the ones who are picking up your paintbrushes. You are the ones who are creating in form. But now you are breathing in a new way. You are allowing the light to wash over and through you, allowing the vibration of harmony to shape and open you to the vibration, dear ones, of that which you deeply desire, that which is deeply desired in this human expression. Love, care, compassion, grace, all of these much more gentle. Do you see? Do you cease to be you? This is a choice. Is there a need for you? Indeed. Otherwise, where would you be if you were not created? Yes, you are here. But the limitation of you is truly of no use. The limitlessness of you, the capacity of you to hold, create, vibrate, and grow. This is something, yes. Understand that it is an experience that you can be having and not understand. As you open your hearts, dear ones, as you are learning your ways, as you are seeing yourselves honestly in your limitation, it is not to be a source of shame or damning of yourselves, your beingness, but instead it is an opening for you to see that this is simply not the truth. And breathe beyond your thoughts. Breathe beyond the constructs, that you may come to this vibration of wholeness, where you come to know yourselves And you come to know each other in this because you are one. Stand in your power, not to be in power over or to fight with, but in your power to love beyond measure, to extend grace, to seek harmony, to honor one another as you wish to be honored, to vibrate fully in your light and trust and give yourself over to this as truth. Is this your way? Is this your conviction? When this becomes your way, and it will truly become the way of many, this light will shape others to see and to come into this alignment as well, to the truth and holiness of all. We love and honor you. We love and honor this one who comes and allows us to speak. We honor this vessel that allows us to be presented in love and joy and honor. And we bless you and we bless this one. There is suffering, but the suffering is in the holding, dear one. Learning to fully exhale. This will serve you well. I'm feeling really uncomfortable right now. If I'm going to be just completely honest. I just want to say thank you for joining me today. I'm sorry I'm not more uplifting today. But I don't think my job. And so thank you. Thank you for being here and thank you for breathing. I appreciate all of you. And I'm very grateful that you are all able to be here. Thank you.